Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel here representing TeamJVS. I'm back here again for another movie review. The name of this movie is called Copshop. Now, this is coming out this weekend, this Friday, and I took a break from TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival. We've got a lot of reviews coming, a lot of amazing things that we've seen. This was a pleasant little surprise because I did not know that Copshop would be something so freaking fun. But I should have known because it's the same director that directed a movie that I liked last year in Boston. I thought that was so much fun. I mean, it wasn't like the best thing ever. It wasn't like, the best action movie ever. But John Carnahan understands how to stylize action, how to use comedy in dark ways to also progress plot. And they just don't hold back anything. And this is another example of that. The thing that he does with this one that's different than Boss Level. Boss Level was like literally a video game incarnate. This Copshop established somebody that I think should be an action star. And I'm talking about, her name is Alexis Louder. Alexis plays the role of Valerie. Valerie is a kind of rookie cop. Some interesting actors in this one. Oh man, I don't want to make sure I miss any names up. I apologize if I did. But the sergeant in this one, he played the role of Tyrese in The Walking Dead. You got Gerard Butler in this one playing the role of Bob. You got Frank Grillo, who also was in Boss Level playing the role of Teddy. Teddy is the person that everything is circling around because Teddy is the guy that everybody's after. And I mean by everybody, I mean everyone. Like he was busted by, Alexis' character Valerie, detained there, and then things start to get crazy very quickly because there are multiple different assassins after him. And of course, Gerard Butler is one of them. Now, this is the interesting thing. Toby Huss, if you don't know of Hey Dude or Pete and Pete, like he played Artie on Pete and Pete, and he played, was it Mr. Ernest on Hey Dude? And I was just like, oh my God, this man is, the way his character is, he's a psychopath. And this is the thing, he eats up every scene that he's in. Like they use the comedy and the darkness so well with him. And also the back and forth between Frank Grillo and Gerard Butler's character. Like there's a rivalry there as well, even though they're not on the same spectrum because Gerard Butler's character is basically the Butcher. Butcher from, Gangs of New York. It's very different factions of people that are in this that make this elaborate story kind of come to life. And the action is so freaking awesome. I love it. Like there's a shot with Alexis's character Valerie, and this is how I knew. I was like, she's an action star. There is a she's getting shot at, and there is only a certain amount of time that she has to do something. And that's her face. And the thing, the backdrop of what's happening and the gunfire that's happening, like, I was just like, the calm stare that she has. Oh, and this is the other thing though. It was filmed well. The cinematography for the action works in tandem with the actors that are working it. Because Frank Grillo, we know, like he can do anything. Man, he knows how to play the role. And I think in this one, he plays a very interesting role in this one. Because you don't know, whether he brought this upon everybody else or if he is just somebody that this is happening to. And he's technically the protagonist versus the antagonist. Either way, there's a lot of death. There's a lot of death, bro. There's a lot of crazy scenes that are happening throughout this. And I love every second of it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, there's a couple scenes with Toby Huss, his character is Anthony, that I was like, yo, like they made like, this man's like the Grim Reaper. Like it's just so cold and calculated. But I think it's just smart filmmaking. Like Joe understands, the director understands how to make a fun action moment, even in the midst of a bleak situation. Because what was Jason Statham's recent movie? I think it was Only God Forgives or something. I forgot what the name of that one was. But the thing about this one, it takes the same it's literally almost the same. It's almost the same. But whereas that, it was absolutely no fun. It was dull and it was stupid and there was no charisma. This had all the charisma. This had all the fun. This had all the one-liners and and crazy moments and the rivalries and the betrayals and the consequences and the darkness, you know, and also a lot of gore. Like there's some messed up stuff that happens. It's not overly gory, but it is very gory at the same time. And I think that I love the way they handled it. Now, this is the interesting thing. Joe is also going to be directing the American remake of The Raid. And I'm talking about The Raid Redemption. That was Indonesian, amazing, one of the best action films of all time. And I now watching this and watching what he did with Boss Level, I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't think anybody's gonna touch those two moves. The first and second Raid, I don't think they're untouchable, honestly. But he could make something that is fun, unique, stylized in a way that you're like, you know what, I can't wait to see this again. Because this movie, even though there's a lot of death and there's a lot of messed up stuff that's happening, and there's one moment that's just like overly cheesy towards the very end. But I was kind of like, you know, that's how you're gonna actually end this. I get it. But I think that with that, I was like, I had so much fun with this, you guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is an 8 out of 10 for me. It's not the best. Like, I mean, if I'm being overly critical and starting like, you know, what was the purpose behind it? You know, it's just fun, bro. It's so entertaining. And I had a lot of fun with it, and I think you will too. Definitely go and check out Copshop. I think it's something that you should enjoy, and I don't think it'll let you down from an action standpoint, I don't want to say too much more. I gotta go. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.